Plastic EP coming from Australia. We've also got the rock chick there from the UK, Sabine, and she's got a very special guest with us today. Tell us about our fantastic guest right here on Rock On.
Yeah, oh, I am so excited. That one of my favorite bands from way back, and you know, the 70s and everything. And oh my goodness, what an honor it is today to be speaking to you, Kenny. Kenny Simon. Currently, you're the vocalist for Hot Chocolate, and a singer in your own right. Got a UK tour going on. You've got you're going to Australia, which are pleased plastic.
Oh yes, sir.
And you must let us know who's actually on the lineup, because that will delight plastic as well, because you have a really big name on with you in Australia coming up. So can we just go a bit into that, because it's all current and all happening?
They told me that there was going to be another act on there, but I'm supposed to be the one headlining the shows. We've got so far. I've got down here is 13 shows, but there's another 3 or 4 to go on there. So I start when I leave England. I come to Astor Theatre in Perth. That's the first one, and I work my way down from that to Sydney, and then to Penrith,
Yep.
Caloundra, Twin Towns, and North South Wales, is it? Something like that, and the Cove in Adelaide. So we go all the way right the way around, because we as Hot Chocolate we toured Australia 3 times with myself anyway.
One of the greatest funk and disco bands to emerge from the UK is coming to Australia, featuring Kenny Simon, the voice behind 16 incredible years of Hot Chocolate.
I believe in miracles.
Touring nationally in 2026.
You sexy thing. Everyone's a winner, baby. That's no lie. That's no lie. You never fail.
Everyone's a winner, you sexy thing. It started with a kiss. These are the songs that made Hot Chocolate one of Britain's greatest funk soul exports.
Heaven's in the backseat of my Cadillac. Let me take you there. I started with a kiss. Never thought it would come to this.
It's Hot Chocolate, direct from the UK, and the hits keep coming.
Crazy for a girl who's boy crazy. For a boy like me.
You know the songs, you love the voice, now see the band. Don't miss Kenny Simon, the voice behind 16 years of Hot Chocolate.
You sexy thing.
Basically, I mean, I'm surprised that I'm still out there, because people ringing me up to get gigs, and then I have to refer them to the agents. So I say, well, I don't actually do the business side of it. You have to ring up either Barry Collins, or in Germany.
Barry. Yeah. So you're very much in demand, Kenny. I mean, you're going to be doing the Boydale in London on the 28th.
That's right.
I'm hoping to get along. Put me on the guest list.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, because I haven't actually been to this venue, because it's a dining venue. You watch the show, you're dining.
Yes.
You have to. It's a good idea to, and that way you get a really good view of the stage.
Yes,
so
I mean,
is this your first time there, or have you been there before?
No. We've done it with Hot Chocolate about 6 or 7 years ago. They wanted us to go back several times, but the boys weren't too happy about the parking and all the sort of thing that you get down there, because it's a very busy area, and it's hard to get parked and all that sort of thing. So we never did it again. But now I'm doing it in August, and also I'm doing it. I think it's February, just before we go to Ireland, because we're doing a short tour of Ireland as well.
For people who don't perhaps know, is that we're going back to the Apple Core building, and we're going back to a certain receptionist at the Apple Core building, who actually came up with the name for Hot Chocolate. Yeah,
Mavis Smith.
maybe. Is she still around? Is she, if
No,
she's still?
no, I don't think actually Errol even knew her. She
Hmm.
was a works in the offices,
Yeah.
and she came up with this name because it was mixed race, the band. The original drummer before Tony came.
Mm.
It was just one guy, but then after they had their first hit, which was a cover of the Beatles, um, uh,
Well, it
"Give
was
Love,"
John Lennon, wasn't it?
John Lennon. Yes. Oh, John Lennon. Sorry, John Lennon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give peace
yeah.
a chance.
Give you a chance. Yeah.
And it was a reggae version, apparently,
Well,
so he really liked it.
yes, he really, really liked it, and so it was great. I mean, the thing is, I knew them, you see, because the thing is, I lived in London at that time. I was a young lad, and I lived in a place called Medley Road, and only about 10 minutes from my house was Errol and Tony Wilson. Tony lived
Mm.
next door to Errol, and
Oh,
so
right.
we used to. Didn't meet Errol not until later on when I first started the music business, and I started to go to a called Gulliver's in the West End,
Mm.
and Errol would be down there, so Patrick would be down there, the Heat Wave, Johnny and they would be down there. So
Yeah,
there's a few acts used to go in there just for recreational purposes, but I actually played there a few times, and yeah, I mean it was great. I mean those days you could meet anybody, literally
right.
anybody there, um,
Yeah. A
because
lot of
people.
familiar faces.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I had a funny story with when I met. When I didn't meet, what happened was the boys in my band used to drop me off at Tottenham Court Road. I don't know if you know Tottenham Court Road,
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah, very
and I
well.
would take a train home. But one night they dropped me off at Tottenham Court Road, and as I got out of the bus, you would never guess who knocked on the door of the bus to get a lift. It was John Lennon and Paul McCartney, and they and
Wow.
he and they asked him, "Can you give us a lift down to Oxford Street Station?" So yeah. So there's loads of little stories like that where you meet
Yeah.
famous people at a time, and
Yeah. You can name drop as much as you like, Kenny, because we love all that. So,
oh, I love name dropping. It just gives me a little bit of cred,
yeah, yeah, no, that's great. So all these references and things, and because the "You Sexy Thing" was used in the Full Monty, the movie
Mhm,
Full Monty. So in fact, I just bought the DVD the other day.
mhm.
So there's it comes up such a lot in adverts, and these classic songs are so timeless, aren't they? And you must have a real it must be a joy to sing them. Have you got a favorite? Which is your favorite one to sing when you're doing your
Oh, I've got a
shows?
couple really. I don't know if I've got a favorite because there's certain ones that you really enjoy singing, and it brings out the emotion to the crowd. They go,
Yeah,
oh, when you do it.
yeah.
It started with a kiss is one of those, and
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
and so you win again.
Yeah, I was going to
So
say everyone's a winner, babe. That's my favourite.
everyone's yeah. Well, do you know how that song came about? I'll tell
No,
you.
tell me about that song because I love that song. I go around going to my wife all the time, everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth.
Well,
Talking about myself.
yeah, well, that was the record company boss. What's his name? Because my brain's gone. And he thought of the street markets. When you go to a street market, you used to get the guys on the market saying, everyone's a winner.
Oh,
Come
yes,
here,
they
buy
shout
this.
out, don't they?
Yeah, shout out.
Everyone's a
Yeah,
winner.
yes, 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 yes. So that's how the title came up. You know,
Hmm.
and so Errol obviously had the idea of making that.
Mm.
I mean,
You're talking
because
about Mickey
I'm
Most. Are you talking about
Mickey
Mickey
Mouse.
Most?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He thought of thought up of the
on the
title.
rack
That's what I've
table.
heard. Yes, I mean, and yeah, because I mean, I mean, I wasn't there. I mean, I would love to have been there, but I wasn't there with the band because the band I joined the band about 16 years ago, And
Mm.
I'm a new boy.
New boy in the block, yeah.
Yes, yes. But I knew all the guys. I knew all. I mean, it's a funny
Mm.
story because um, in my band at the time we were gigging all around the place, and I started to lose my hair really badly. I was
And what
20
was your
years
band
old.
called? What was your band name then?
We were called Simon K and the Meantimers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I started to lose my hair, and for a young lad to start losing his hair at the age of 20 is like serious stuff.
Mm.
And so the drummer in my band said to me one day, he said, "Look, Ken, if you're really, really worried about your hair loss," he said, "just shave it all off."
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I shaved it all off, went to a barber's. He didn't do a good job. I went home and got some big razor blades, and I did it myself. And that night, that very night, I went to Gulliver's,
Right.
and this is absolutely true. I'm not making this up. And when I got to the door, Phil Tibber, was the owner of the club, I walked in, and Errol came. I was talking to him, and Errol came up the stairs, and he
Hmm.
he looked at me, and he said, "Well, I'm just going away for with spending a week with Jeanette, his wife." And I said, "Okay," and I went downstairs. Of course, I went to the bar, sat down, waited for a drink, and a voice came behind me and said, "Hey, Errol, I thought you were going away for the weekend." And it was Patrick from the band,
Patrick, right. Uh-huh.
Patrick Olive. Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah. So the tag just it got a little bit annoying at sometimes because you want to be
Yeah,
called Kenny, your name, and
yeah,
everybody used to
yeah.
call me Errol.
Yeah, so
There's
you got mistaken for Errol quite a lot
all
then.
the
You just,
all the time. It got a bit annoying because the thing is, you want to be known for yourself, and
yeah,
so
of
all
course.
my
Yeah.
all my local pubs, the pubs and I'll go into a pub and they'll say, "What you having, Errol?" And I said, "My name is Kenny," not
Mm,
Errol. But yeah, it's all fun in those days. I look back at that time with fond memories. Really, to be honest with you, it was great. It
mm.
was great. I
Yeah,
enjoyed every
yeah.
minute of it.
And so you got your break really in Germany though, didn't you? Was it Düsseldorf? Um,
Düsseldorf. Oh yes, yes, yes. Hot Chocolate had another singer, and apparently he had a double booked himself to do another show.
mhm,
And my agent, um, I don't know how it happened, but he was approached by this other agent who said that they had a big problem because they had to do this big show in Germany. It was an arena show, and
mm,
the singer they had, Hot Shot had, couldn't do it. So they rang me and asked me if I would do it but basically I was doing a tribute to Errol before that.
mm,
That's a long story. That came a few years before, and so I met the guys at Heathrow Airport, went to Dusseldorf, uh, and I said to Harvey, I said, "Harvey, when are we going to rehearse? Because we were late. We were, the show was
mm.
already virtually started, and we arrived in anyway." So he said, "No, don't worry about rehearsal because we ain't got time to do that.
Mm,
You know the songs. Just sing." So
mm.
of course, when I walked out on stage, there were thousands of people there, and everyone thought it was Errol. I've had that stigma, and even Errol gave me a job once. He gave me a job
Oh,
once. Yeah, because he was going to from London. He was going to Australia to do a tour, and uh, there was another woman wanted to do another show, and he gave my number and said, "Look, ring this guy up because he does me really well." so, so I
good
did. So I went down.
recommendation. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Can I ask,
yes,
Kenny, how many times have you been to Australia?
3 times.
And I'm just saying, every fan's different, but you got to understand, like here, they're crazy
Mm.
for Susie Quattro. They're
Oh, yeah.
crazy for certain artists, but I can tell you, they're crazy for Hot Chocolate. Did you find that?
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I'll give you a story. One time I was going to Germany, and I went to Germany on my own because I usually fly myself because I'm living in Scotland and they living in London. And I got to the barrier to go into, I can't remember, it was Berlin or something, and I saw all these people standing there, and I thought they were waiting for the people off the flight. But then, as I walked away down the corridor sort of thing, I saw all these people following me. And when I got to the end, I was surrounded by like about 50 people who wanted autographs. They had photographs I don't even have. But when we went to Australia, I knew it was a good thing because I was looking at one of these things, Perth, and I believe that the tickets are going really, really well. It looks like they're nearly sold out, and I'm not there till October. But I mean, and Ireland as well. Ireland is one of the gigs we're doing. They're sold out already, and I'm not there till next year. so yeah, I mean, it's a funny old world because the thing is, I just feel that the guys, I mean, Errol especially, he had a talent. I mean, unbelievable talent, and he had a voice as well. He had that voice. Yeah, see, he had a talent. I mean, an unbelievable talent. The hooks. I mean, the most important thing in any song is the hooks.
Yeah.
If everything else is just a means of getting to and from the hook. And I try to do that myself. I mean, I've got a record coming out, hopefully for a few months' time, to do with the song. It's "Stay With Me Tonight," and when I gave it to Harvey for us to record it, and he didn't call me at first, and then on the next show he said to me, "That song," he said, "that song is exactly like Errol writes it." It's called "Stay With Me Tonight," and we recorded it a few weeks ago, and it's got to go off to be mastered. Yes, mastered and everything. I'll give you another story. There's a friend of mine who has a big company in the West End, and they do jingles, TV jingles. And about 30 years ago, David would ring me up, and he said, "Kenny, I want you to do a session for us. Come down to the studio." So I go down to the studio, and he wanted me to sing "It Started with a Kiss."
Yeah.
But it started with a crisp. So he said, "It started with a crisp, a brand new crisp from KP.
Walker's
I
crisp,
like that one.
Yeah. And I thought to myself, this is crazy. So, but anyway, I did it.
I've got to say, most people in the world, right, a crisp is a potato chip, just so people know, okay?
Potato chip, yeah.
Oh, yes. So,
For those in America, they wouldn't know what it is.
I know.
Yeah.
But then about a few months later, he rang me up again. He said, "We want you to do another ad."
That's great.
So I went in, and it said, this ad was for a TV ad was when you can't take anymore, when you feel your life is over, put down your tap, put down something, and and we color roll together. You remember color roll? We color roll. And it was it was. So I said, Dave, I said, why are you giving me all these hot chocolate songs to sing? He said, because you sound like him.
That's great.
Yeah, and I don't think I do, but he does anyway. But it's so many little things that happen when after I shave my hair off, and so it's great though. I mean, I've enjoyed myself. I've had a great time.
Can I just show you, because I've got lots of picture sleeve singles, and so this one's got "Everyone's a Winner" on it, and it has got "So You Win Again," which Russ Ballard composed, and Russ has been on our show earlier this year. So he's a great guy. He's a really great guy and a fantastic singer-songwriter.
Well, you could tell him if you've ever seen him, tell him that song was fantastic. So he went again as soon as the crowd hear
instantly, isn't it?
That was the only #1 hit, believe it or not, for Hot Chocolate.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was the only hit. And the song itself, it's got so much in it because I remember hearing it when I was in my car. The first time was, you remember where you've been, where you were when you heard certain things. And I was Oxford Street. Remember when you used to be able to drive down Oxford Street? And
Yeah.
I said that song is absolutely fantastic. The lyrics and
Yeah.
yeah. But his favorite one, I think, was "It Started With Again" because that was a true story, wasn't it? A true about a
Yes,
girl in the school. Yeah. So
that's
yeah.
right.
So but yeah. I mean, the thing is, music. We were able to do a show up to 90 minutes without touching one cover. I mean, most of the shows were like 45 minutes to an hour, but
Mm,
some of the shows were like when we did big venues, it was like a hour and a half.
That's great.
90 minutes. Yeah. So I mean, we do the whole show, no covers whatsoever. Everybody,
yeah.
and there's a thing of we did them for Mercedes. We're having a launch of a new car, and went with the boys to do that show, and there was a young boy there. He was only 14 years old. He knew every single song. He bought
Wow.
all the albums. And I thought, and his mother invited me over. I went over to meet them, and he knew all the words, the songs.
Hmm.
And I thought to myself, this is crazy. This boy he wasn't even born when
No,
when all this song.
he must have heard mum playing all the singles on the
Yes, I
deck
think
or
so. Yeah.
something, you know. I
Yes,
mean,
yes, yes,
it
yes.
happens. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So what about the audiences though? How do you find the audiences in this country as opposed to like in
Germany or
Australia and
something.
Europe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the audiences are receptive here. But I'll give you, when I first joined the boys, when we do a theater, there might not be as many people who bought
Mm.
tickets. It'd be half full or whatever.
Hmm.
If you go to Germany, it's sold out.
Yeah.
We could go anywhere in Germany, and
Really.
but
Mm.
but having said that, we did I mean, about 2.5 years ago, we did a show in Coventry, and it was a theater there, and the first time we did it, there was not many people there. There was only about 50 people or something like that in the whole.
Hmm.
And then we got rebooked about a few months later. So I said to Tony, the drummer, I said, Tony, I can't understand why they booked us back because it wasn't many people there in the first place.
Mm.
So I got to the stage man. I said, have you sold the tickets here? Like he said, we've sold out about 3 months ago. It was
Well,
absolutely jam, and I don't know why because I thought to
yeah.
myself it was it'll be the same as the last time we were there. But I mean the
Mm.
audiences are great. I mean Switzerland we go quite regularly.
Hmm.
Uh, Australia did very well for us the second time we went there. The first time there wasn't as many people in the.
Mm.
I mean
Yeah.
there was still a lot of people, but not as we didn't fill up
Yeah.
the room.
I'm keen to know how crazy the Australian audience is.
Well, it was strange. The first time we went there, um, we had the police came. When the plane landed, we didn't have to go through the checkpoint or nothing like that.
Mm.
They just came and took all of us through. We didn't have to show passports or nothing.
Oh, really? Straight through?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I thought, wow, this is when you know you're a star, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny, that's when you all should have been walking through the lounge going, everyone's a winner, baby. That's a truth. Through the lounge.
I know, and it's crazy. I mean, the thing is, like the audiences in Australia are very good. Um, the first time we went there, it was it was okay, but it's good. It was good. But the second time we went there, it was full up. We did TV over there as well. We did that Good
All
Morning
right.
Breakfast thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Channel 7, isn't it? Channel 7. Is
Yeah,
it
there's
Channel
so many
7?
breakfast shows on normal commercial
Yeah,
TV. Yep.
yeah. And so we did that one, and that was a strange one because we did the show was up in, I think it was in Perth. I'm not sure. And we in um, arrived in Australia the day before, and they took us to our hotel, and I went in my room, and the air condition was on, so I slept all night. got up in the morning. They send the cars to pick us up, and my voice is gone
Oh no.
because because it had dried out completely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everybody's running around. Jerry Halliwell was there
Kind of Spice
as well.
Girl. Yeah.
Spice Girl,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And this is to tell you the thing about looking like somebody else or trying to, maybe no fault of my own. She wanted to. She said to our guy, "I want to meet Errol. Where's Errol?" And she's and my guy, the publicity guy, said, "No, he's not Errol." She said, "I know. I've known Errol for years. It is Errol. I want to see him." That is not Errol. And I put myself, it's crazy. But
Those things.
you know what life is all about? It's all about enjoying yourself peacefully, and music is always been with me since I was signed to EMI when I was 18, and then with Jack Dorsey at the time, and so it's been one journey after the next. I did stop
Mm.
at one point, I did stop and I opened I got fed up with traveling up and down the country and all that sort of thing.
Mm. Yeah.
Because it's also, but then, anyways, it was enjoyable. I've had a great time, and I'm glad that
Yeah.
I'm still doing it now.
You're in demand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it
yeah,
drew you back, Kenny, so you had that gap, and then other things happened, but then, it's like a magnet. It drew you back in.
it,
So it was meant to be. Meant to be.
I said to a young chap who we met on another band, one of these festivals that we've done, and I said, "This is the best time of your life." And I said, told him, I said, "You'll never stop music because music is like a drug. Once it's
Mhm.
in you, you
Yeah.
prefer not to earn any money
Absolutely.
and do it than
Yeah. It's a
it's
great
it's
tonic.
it's a good, yeah, it is. I mean, but I mean, I've met so many great people as well, because
Oh, come on, throw some names in, Kenny. Come on, because you did mention Engelbert the other day to me, and you mentioned Leo
oh,
Sayer. So,
yes, I know Leah. Yeah, I know Leah. I know there's a Scottish
Yeah,
boy lives in
Leo's living
France.
in Australia. Leo lives in Sydney.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
over
I
here
know.
in October. He's over here in
Is he?
October.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because no, Leo knows me. Billy Ocean. I've spent many nights with Billy. Because
Oh,
one of the nicest guys you will ever meet. He's such
yeah.
a
Well,
gentleman.
yeah, Billy's
Um,
coming over as well.
yeah,
They're all doing gigs. They're all doing shows this year in the UK.
yeah. And
So,
Anastasia's just come back from. I know her. We know her as well. She's
right.
on my Facebook, and I did a show. I did a. She came. No, she came to a party that was being held in Germany, a wedding, a
Hmm.
big wedding, and then she came up. She walked out on the stage and came and gave me a big hug.
Oh, have you met Susie Quattro?
Yeah, Susie many times. Susie used to send me um like messages, like invite me to
Yeah,
parties at her house and that. I never,
yeah,
and I actually couldn't go because I was working anyway. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I've played with her a few times.
yeah.
We've done gigs with the Tony Hadley, Tony
Oh,
from
yes, Spandau. Yeah, ex-Spandau.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's a great guy. There's so many of them. I mean, Kim Wilde as well. Kim Wilde,
Oh,
she's
Kim's
a
That's
lovely
great. Well,
girl.
great. We
Yeah.
just
we've just had,
interviewed her dad, Marty.
yeah, Marty. Yeah.
He's still going? Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
just
Oh,
interviewed
he's
him. He's
still
got a
rock and
new
rolling.
song.
Yes.
Yeah.
He okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. A
Yeah.
new album. Yeah. New
I
single.
never actually met him. I
Oh, he's
met Kim. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I've met both of them, but yeah,
Yeah.
we're hoping that we'll have Kim on the show some stage. But yeah, Marty was on recently,
Yeah.
and I've met him about three
The Weather
times.
Girls. Have you had the Weather Girls down there?
Oh, Weather Girls, yeah. And we've had the
Yeah.
Flirtations on. We've had
Yeah.
Gloria Jones, Madeline Bell, the
Yeah.
real thing. Now you know Chris Almu, don't you? Because we've had
I know Chris
Chris
really
Almu was
well.
on.
You know David Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh
With Dave.
yes,
Yeah, with David before he passed. I did a tour with
yeah.
him.
Dear
Well,
David,
we
yeah,
Tell us about that.
yeah. Please do.
well he's actually a really really nice guy. I mean, and I went when you go to the stadiums, backstage, it's a big area in Wembley or
Mm.
whatever, and I could see David, sitting with a couple of people. But the funny thing, he came over and said hello to me.
Was
And
this in the 80s, Kenny? Was this in the
no, no,
80s?
it's got to be 10 years before he passed away, because he passed away.
Well, yeah, because I only know because I interviewed David. I got to know him fairly well
Yeah,
in the 80s, and I always watched the Partridge Family anyway back in the
mm,
70s.
yeah,
I got to know David, and yeah, he was a lovely guy. We're actually
yeah.
having a plaque unveiled for him in June in Camden
Okay,
Town, so you might want to come along to that.
yeah,
But we're having a
yeah.
plaque unveiled for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because when we were going on in Wembley, my daughter came, and my ex partner was a fan of his, and wanted to get an autograph. And she came, because in Wembley you got these corridors where that, where the stretchers were on there,
Yeah.
and she was there, and David came in, and he had a towel around his neck, and he's running with these other people to get. And I said, David, can I get an autograph for my daughter?
Oh,
No, but he put his hand up, and he ran on. So the following day, he when we were all sitting around the canteen and that, he called me. He said, Kenny, come up. He said, before I go on stage, I don't talk to anyone. I want to be
right.
in my
Yeah.
space. And I could recognize that, because you're
Mhm.
getting yourself in the mood.
Yeah.
And so he gave me the autograph, and I had dinner with him. So
Oh.
I just want to thank you so much for being on the show,
thank
Kenny.
you.
It's been fascinating, and your stories are fabulous. And as I said, carry on with the music, because the music lives in all of us. And I just want
Yes.
to say, if you'd be kind enough to tell everyone your links where they can find you, mainly on Facebook, is it?
My Facebook site is Kenny Simon. That's KENNIE. Simon SIMON. And you can come on there, and I invite people to come on there and say hello and listen to what we got. We got lots going on, and yeah. So I look forward to hearing from people, and that's great. That'd be great.
It's been a great honor to have you on, Kenny, and thanks for your time today. And
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to seeing you
Yeah.
at Boydale, and have a fantastic time in Oz,
Yes.
later in the year. You'll have a
Yes.
blast.
Well. Yes. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Everyone out there, we want you to rock on.
Thanks, Kenny.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Thank you.